The Quatro family, which is not that well known in England, except for one person, which is Suzi. But you have a sister and a brother who, in fact, are very well known the other side of the Atlantic.
Actually, I've got, let me see, there's 4 girls and 1 boy. The one that you're talking about is Patty, who is 6 foot tall, which, as you can see, bears a strong resemblance to me. And she played lead guitar in Fanny. And my brother, Mickey, plays keyboards. And my other sister, Arlene, was a keyboard player and played in our band for a while. And the little sister studied opera and was a singer and bass player in our band for a little while as well. So, and my dad's a musician.
So how did you end up over here?
BOIC, British Airways.
Very good. And at the end of round 1, Joan Crawford. No, seriously, how did you end up over here?
I was in a band from the age of 14, which is 1964, up until 1970. And Mickey Most came to Detroit with Jeff Beck to record the album that never got released at the Motown Studios. It was redone again. And I forget which album it was now, Truth? Anyway, he came over to Detroit to do that. My band was playing a gig. He came to the gig and sort of went to me, back of the hall. Do you want to make...
The band was called what?
Cradle. In fact, I wasn't even lead singer at the time. I was just the bass player, and I sang one song, which I'd written. And he called me back, and he said, "Are you interested in recording?" And I said, yes. And he said, "Would you like to come to England?" And I said, yes. And I left. I was only supposed to be here for 3 months, and that was October of '71. It's now, what? January '82.
Something like 83?
83? Yes, 83, yeah.
So when you came here, did you decide to stay here, or did you want to go back, or what? Or did you meet Len?
Well, a bit of everything. I didn't want to go back because I was smart enough to know that Mickey was giving me my first break, which is basically what it was, you know, when somebody says to you, singles you out. And I'd been waiting for that chance all my life to go on my own and be a solo performer. And then I got really fed up not doing gigs because we were just recording all the time. In fact, I was going stir crazy. So Mickey said, "Go out and find yourself a band," which is where Captain Tucky comes in. I hired a drummer, a keyboard player, and I got rid of one flash guitar player who I didn't like. Gave me a bit of lip. I don't like people talking back to me. So,
that clears things up for this evening.
So, Lenny showed up for the audition at 12 o'clock at night. I woke him up from bed. His friend called him and said, "Can you come and audition for this girl's band?" He knew who I was. He walked in, and I was being my really tough self, and I kind of went, "Woo, oh, hello." So he was really pleased to see me. Anyway, we started talking, and I said I didn't want any flash guitar players. I just wanted somebody who had that rock and roll feel, and I was really insistent on that. And he didn't say anything. He was very quiet. The only time he's ever been quiet since I've known him. And then we went to the rehearsal hall and played. This is sounding like a love story now, isn't it? Anyway, we jammed till about 5 in the morning, and that was it. And he was in my band. And then 2 weeks later, on the Slade tour, we were in love. Oh, isn't that sweet?
And now, 10 years later,
yes.
You got a little girl,
yes.
Laura.
Yeah.
Has that changed, the music, changed your style, changed even your feeling about rock and roll?
No, it hasn't changed anything about that. All it does is add a different dimension to your life. Instead of thinking you all the time, you've got another person there, that's all. But she's going to be a rock and roller, I'm convinced.
You say you're convinced. I mean, there's a little thing that I did find out about you. You are very into star signs, which is something we've not had on this program at all.
Yeah, I am actually.
Very sceptical, but you are very into that.
You're skeptical.
Yeah, I'm sceptical on star signs. Len, what's he?
He's Sagittarius. Shall I tell you what Len is supposed to be?
Well, what he's supposed to be, I mean, he did actually hold my hand in the dressing room before we started. Now, what is he meant to be?
Maybe he's not what I thought he was.
He's not a Virgo, I tell you that.
No. Edit.
What's he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be an outdoor man, which he is. He loves shooting and everything. You never can cage a Sagittarian. A Sagittarian must feel free at all times. When they're having a good time, you cannot drag them away, ever. Very outspoken, sort of. If there's a comment to be said, they will say it. And they point arrows to your heart at the truth. You never get any bullshit from a Sagittarian. They will tell you exactly what's what.
What about music on the star signs? Any chance of the whole Quatro families getting back together again?
No, we're so different. There's a Paice, a Virgo, a Gemini, a Sagittarius, which is okay.
Well, Ashton would like to meet the Virgo.
Pardon?
And so, let's clear that one up. Suzi, thanks for coming on. Tremendous.
Thank you.
Bless you.
You didn't ask what I was. Gemini.
Oh. Please subscribe and see some of the silly things I get up to, and the musical stuff as well.